Hey y'all, welcome to Cold Peace Investigates. Coming live to y'all with um, a story that just happened last night, I believe, in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This Grand Rapids man was taken out by police, and as y'all see my title, I'm wondering if it was mistaken identity, and I will get into that. Man, y'all, I don't have any intro or outro yet for this channel, but it will be coming soon, so stay tuned. So we're going to watch a few clips, and I'm going to tell you guys why I think this may have been a mistaken identity. And I feel like the police may be trying to cover their butts because they literally took this man out while he was being ate up by the K9. From what witnesses are saying, is that the man was on the ground moving while the dog was eating him up. The police sick the dog onto the man. And of course, who can stop moving if they've been attacked? They said the police told the man, if you don't stop moving, we're going to shoot you. And they shot him multiple times, unalived him. The crazy part about this is you could tell that the man is gone. They trying to act like they trying to save his life with CPR and everything. They even put him up on the um, gurney, and you can see it's no life in this man's body at all. But they have the little clear thing that you use to give breath. They still holding that to his mouth as they taking him to the ambulance, like we don't know that this man is gone. It's insane. And I believe they intentionally tried to take this man's life. But let me see.
That man. He said, okay, okay, okay.
For no reason.
He said, okay, okay, okay. They told him, stop moving. They told him, stop moving or you're going to get shot. This is after the dog was already biting him. The dog,
He not shaking,
the dog,
the
dog was already
seriously
attacking him.
Seriously, common sense.
He didn't have, if he wanted to move, if he wanted,
Y'all had two guns on him.
if he wanted to move his head, he wasn't able to move in the first place because the dog was attacking him.
Like, oh.
Now they want to assess his wounds. Wow. Wow.
Y'all don't even deserve to be touching him. Move. Oh, my mama, y'all shouldn't. Ooh. Oh. Oh, you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
you got
this.
the right to touch him.
I'm going to say this.
Get away from that man. You didn't care if you nigga died in the fucking.
This is sad and insane. I wish that them women would have took those kids out of the room because it was just so much going on. And them kids yelling and hollering. I might get flagged for this video because of that. I don't know. But that's just too much happening in one video. Let's continue. And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about as they take this man to the ambulance.
That's what I said. It don't make no sense how they did him all the way around. Like,
I can zoom in. Oh, damn, y'all. I don't even be on Facebook. Y'all got to tell me.
Give me 1 second so I can upload the other one. Now look at this. This is insane. I feel like they knew that they messed up. They know that they messed up.
crazy.
So sad. Man, I'm so sorry to his family. Especially if this is the way you finding out. They could have used the taser. They told that man they was going to shoot him. That's exactly what they told him. They was going to shoot him.
What all this trash and stuff, where'd that come from? I don't know. Well, that's their stuff.
It was no need for them to shoot this man if he's already down on the ground and a dog is attacking him. He got him he got him. He's down. Of course, what human being person that is going to lay there while he's being attacked by an animal? Nobody is going to do that. You're going to be moving around trying to get that thing off of you, whatever it may be. Like, this just don't even make any sense what they trying to say to cover up for why this happened. Man, you, the reason why I say I think this was mistaken identity, let me show y'all. So this is the 911 call. This is the dispatch. This is what's going on. It says at 9:28 p.m., Grand Rapids, MLK Eastern, shots fired. 9:29, report of a confrontation with shots fired in the area. 9:30, requested medical stage until scene is secure. 9:34, now being reported this was an officer-involved shooting. So the shots that they got the calls for was this incident right here. Then 9:35, all GRPD officers are 10-4 per dispatch. 9:37, one person shot, medical cleared in to treat them. 9:39, FD on scene near Eastern Lofts. This is where it happens. This happened at Eastern Lofts. 9:43, CPR in progress on the subject, adding additional medical responders. 9:45, need a second ambulance to evaluate an officer for injuries related to this incident. I call bullshit on that. 9:48, officer has minor medical 3 injuries. They will say that. 9:53, EMS transporting the victim. Medical Med 1, life-saving measures still in progress. FD riding alone for extra patient care. 9:55, expect heavy PD presence at the scene and hospitals as the situation is sorted through. At 9:59, FD cleared from the scene, going to pick up their crew from the hospital. At 10:50, PD now confirmed listen to this. At 10:50, PD now confirms the robbery at Madison Dickinson was not related to this shooting. So I'm wondering if they thought that this man was the one that they was looking for, that was brandishing a gun and obviously trying to rob or did rob the store. Because he was on a bike, and they saying that this man wasn't doing nothing. About time the incident got to the complex where everybody was recording, they said this man wasn't doing anything. Like, he wasn't being aggressive. He wasn't trying to fight the police or anything. So I'm wondering if this was mistaken identity and they shot this man thinking he had a gun or allegedly was the robber, the person that did this robbery. It says at 9:59, a male was reported to have a gun while riding a bike and fled from PD, who gave chase. Man, this guy, he was on a bike. 11, subject resisted, K9 was deployed, and then the subject is said to have produced a firearm, resulting in at least one officer firing shots. How? See, that don't even make sense to me, because how is he on the ground being attacked by K9 and pulling out a gun at the same time? That don't make sense to me. I think that they are lying about what happened to this young man. This is the guy. I think they said on Facebook his name is DQ on Facebook. This is who has been taken out by the police and is no longer with us. This is insane. But let's listen to what they got to say.
Of Eastern and Sherman on the city's southeast side, where we just learned from Grand Rapids police that a man roughly in his 30s was shot by officers here near an apartment complex tonight. Now, a lot of the details are unclear at this point. Police say they learned that there was a man on a bike who potentially had a gun. They tried talking to that man. They were having difficulty with that. A canine was used. That canine did bite that man. And then this is the really critical detail that we don't know a lot about yet. At some point, a gun was introduced in a situation that was not an officer's weapon. It's not clear if that gun was pointed at anyone or fired, but that's the point when police tell us that officers then shot at this person. We don't know how many officers fired their weapons or how many times that person was shot. They were then sent to the hospital, and we don't, at this hour of 11 o'clock, know that person's condition.
A subject that was on a bike that's possibly armed with a firearm. They attempted to make contact with that individual. Individual fled on his bike. The officers pursued after him, ended up locating him behind the apartment complex to the south here. They did a K9 application. We have one of our K9s. The K9 got on bite on the subject. The subject was still resisting and fighting with officers, and then produced a handgun, just from what we can tell so far. There is a handgun on scene, and the officers delivered rounds.
And I'm gonna be honest, his ass don't even sound like he believed the story he done came up with to tell to the public. He really don't. This is sad.
Delivered rounds. Subject was hit, and then first aid was rendered, and then eventually he was transported to the hospital with his injuries are unknown at this time. So we have officers there that are going to give us a scoop on update on this.
How many officers fired their weapons at this point?
Don't know for sure at this point. At least.
And so you don't know how many shots were fired by officers?
Not yet.
And no shot was fired from the suspect?
We don't know that
Do you
Okay.
know how old the suspect was?
yet. We believe in his 30s, but it has not been confirmed.
And then he don't know nothing. So why did you get up there to talk to the public and you don't know nothing? I mean, jack squat. This is insane.
Produced a handgun. Do we know if he pulled it out, if it fell out, they saw it on the ground?
Still unclear at this point. We do know we have a firearm on scene, and it's not ours.
What kind of firearm?
Unknown at this time.
Okay.
It's a handgun.
And you guys said you were alerted to an individual with a handgun. What was his circumstance before this? That was
We don't have all those details yet. From what I was told, the subject was being observed. There was information that he was possibly armed. They tried to make contact with him. He fled on his bike. They pursued him. They say there was a K9 that was available, so we used that, obviously less lethal tool, to try to resolve the situation. And then the handgun was introduced.
Where specifically did this happen? Because it wasn't on the street or sidewalk, it was behind an apartment complex. Is that
By the apartment complex is just to the south.
and in the parking lot back there? Okay. Okay.
I don't have.
And this may just be protocol, but do we know why Bomb Squad was here?
I do not know. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's. I think that was just that might be Deputy Chief Bancroft, who's part of obviously the chief's office. So
You've walked around the scene, I imagine, by this point. There's a lot of people on the sidewalks, people who live in this area. What are you hearing from them? Have you communicated with them? There seems to be already a lot of emotions by a lot of the people around the area.
I have not
Okay.
communicated with them, but obviously a heavy police presence. I think there's some information out there that obviously there was a shooting that was involved, so that's going to bring a lot of people out. And with the apartments, there's a lot of people out looking outside the windows and things like that. So.
Was the man, was he bit by the canine?
I believe so. Like I say, we call that a K9 application. I think the dog was on bite. Is kind of terminology that we use. Like I say, it's something we use to try to resolve the less lethal option for us. And in the situation, obviously, escalated.
Any idea, I know, not really, but going to survive? Any information on that at this point?
Do not know at this time.
Do we know if he was coherent when he left?
I do not know.
Okay.
We're still waiting for an update from the hospital.
The first aid that was rendered, was that by officers or
Yes.
Okay.
Just so I understand the sequence of events, he was bit and then the gun was brandished or out.
That's
was
the
out?
information that we have so far.
Okay.
That man looked like he lied. And then y'all heard him say dog was on bite and then shots were fired. And that means that dog was biting that man on that ground, which means it was no need to fire a weapon and kill this man the way that they did. Body language is something different. And that body language on that man tells that he's lying. He don't know. He's saying he don't know nothing because he don't want to come out and tell the truth. He don't want to say what really happened because it makes his officers look bad. Man, do they have the officer that did the shooting on administrative leave? Like, this is insane. And they trying to say that this man had a gun, but the videos that's floating around, the lies, They saying that that man didn't have a gun. You don't even see them picking up a gun or scooting a gun away from him. Now I don't know. Maybe we gotta wait for more information to come out, but I don't think that they knew that all this footage was surfacing when it was happening. I don't think they knew. Let's keep going.
That's the information that we have so far.
Okay. And about what time was all this again?
The call came out about 9:30.
Okay.
9:30 p.m. It's when we were notified.
Do you know if the call came from inside the apartment complex?
I do not have that information right now. Like I say, this is so fresh. We're still getting intel gathered in and whatnot.
Okay.
For all the people, lots of people, as Josh mentioned, in the streets here, safe for them in this area at this point?
Yes, it's safe. Obviously, we had the subject that was involved. There's plenty of officers on scene, actually collecting evidence and observing the scene for.
He don't know nothing. Like, why did you get up there and speak? Y'all shouldn't even talk yet. Y'all should have just waited. This don't make sense. It comes off as if he's trying to lie, and that's what it's giving. So this was a post made by people that lives in Grand Rapids, and they said, y'all suck. Another black man dead. The problem is it's too many young white kids patrolling neighborhoods they terrified of. Justice for the young man who the police killed. Prayers to his mom and family. And then down here in the comments, they say, shit so sad, can't even read the comments because of the ignorant shit that's on there. Shit is disrespectful and disgusting. One person said, I think GRPD did that on purpose. It was very dark back there, and they probably planted the gun on him to cover their asses. And then somebody says, we come in to a crazy part of living, my guy. That shit getting way out of hand, out of control. There's shit we can't do about unless motherfuckers start doing them like they do us. Child. And back there, it is pretty dark. I don't think that they knew all the residents would be alert and up to see this and record it. And now they done stuck their foot into some doo-doo. They got to deal with this because this might be unjustified. And it might be a mistaken identity, in my opinion. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I am out.